Good morning, wildlife and forestry class. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about different types of trees, the coniferous versus deciduous. And I want to make sure you understand how to fill the concept definition map that I asked you to do as an assignment today. So I'm going to kind of give you a preview of what that's going to look like. So first of all, you should have this worksheet up, and the top might be cut off for you as that's how it ended up scanning in for me. But it's the same sheet, has a bunch of squares on it. We're gonna kind of fill out one of these together, and you're gonna do the second one independently, okay? So this one, I'm gonna start off at the very top where it says, what is it? And if that's cut off for you, that's what it's asking, what is it? So we're gonna just label this one or title it as coniferous. So in the top box, you should write coniferous. And then it has like a box directly connected to it, and it's just another name for coniferous. So if you think about it for a second, what else could we call a coniferous type tree? While you were thinking, I came up with the word evergreen. Maybe you did too. Okay, then from the evergreen, there's like two different sections. One is, what is it like? And the other, what are some examples? So we're going to go to the what is it like first, and we have 4 boxes that we can fill in. So what is a coniferous tree like? What are some of its characteristics? So specifically think about those trees. One characteristic might say that it is triangular shaped. Another characteristic might be that it produces cones. Another characteristic might be that it has needles and not leaves. Another characteristic might be that the needles come in bundles, singular, or even whorled. And there are even more different characteristics that we could include, but we only have 4 spots, so that's all I'm putting in for now. You might find that the key that I gave you online is maybe a little different than this one even, and that's okay. It's just to show you more characteristics. So then let's go to our bottom section. What are some examples? So we're just looking at some examples of trees that would represent a coniferous. So if you think really simply, going to a Christmas tree farm would be a great example of some different trees that you might see in the coniferous world. So for instance, those are usually firs, like balsam firs or Fraser firs. So I'm going to write firs in my first box. Then a bunch of other trees that we see are pines. Those are always easy to identify as coniferous. We have pines all over, like white and red. And then the third type I'm going to identify as cedars. Cedars are also considered a coniferous type tree. Although they don't have specifically needles, they have what we call scaly leaves. They do still keep their leaves all winter long, which might be another characteristic that we would state over here, is that they keep them all year long. All right, you're going to do the exact same thing this time with deciduous. So under the what is it, you will write deciduous, and then I want you to write characteristics down. You can look up those characteristics anywhere you'd like, but you should be able to fill in also some examples that go along with the deciduous type tree. Good luck, and if you have questions, please ask.